Alright folks, welcome back. This is Balatro every day, and today it's my old nemesis, the Plasma deck. We got win number 12 on the Anaglyph deck, picking up the gold sticker on Invisible Joker and Michelle. Now for the Plasma deck here, this is why I think it's going to be challenging. Here's the theory behind it. We've got the chips and Mult calculation. The way that it works is, whatever your chips and Mult are, pools them all together, splits it evenly between the two categories, and then those numbers get multiplied together. So all of that, what that means is, maybe if I've got something like this, let's say the gelato gives us plus 100 chips, that gets turned into 50 chips, but then also 50 Mult. So a huge amount of Mult, right, from just this one Joker here. And so as long as you get enough chips, all of those chips will get turned into Mult, and then that'll be plenty of points. The question is, how easily can you obtain those chips? And so, typically the way that I think about obtaining chips, mostly in the form of leveling up my poker hands. So for example, here leveled up flush, giving us 260 chips, is actually not that much because this is level 16, right? That's already very high level, but not that many chips compared to straight flush, 220 chips, but only level 4. Level 4 is only 3 planet cards, 3 Neptune cards. Like, that's a lot already, compared to any of the chips Jokers that you might have. Now, on the previous version of the game, before this new experimental beta patch, we have Orange Stake has the increasing cost booster packs, means you can't afford celestial packs, you can't get as many planet cards. If you can't get as many planet cards, you can't get as many chips from planets, right? And then even when you do find those planet cards, with the -1 hand size at the gold stake, then you can't easily assemble those poker hands. Maybe it's not easy even to draw and play flushes or straights or full houses or those types of things. So if you're not able to play those hands, and you're not able to level up those hands, the only source of chips that you have in the previous version is basically just Jokers. And if we go to the collection here, of course Banner is a common Joker, we have Todd is a common Joker, we have Blue Joker and the Gelato here, all of these common Jokers that give us chips. But of all the possible commons, there are way less Jokers that give you chips. There's way more Jokers that give you plus Mult. Plus Mult like Green Joker here, plus Mult like Summit and, Half Joker here, Raised Fist, Misprint, all of these sources of plus Mult. And so what that means is, if you are lucky and you get the sources of chips, then you're gonna have a very easy time on the Plasma deck. If you don't, you're just gonna have a miserable time. And so for me personally, previously on the Plasma deck was one of the lower win percentage. Like, of course, when you win, the run is very easy when you pick up the early Gelato, the early Banner, but in general, overall, very low win rate, low win percentage. Now, how is that different? So on one hand, we now have these rental Jokers, we now have these perishable Jokers, and so whatever difficulty there was before in obtaining these chips Jokers, now even more difficult to obtain these chips Jokers. And so like in the early game, you don't have that many planet cards, you don't have those level ups, you don't get as many chips from your hands, you're even more dependent on those chips Jokers. These rentals and these perishables are just going to make it way harder in the early game. Then in the late game, maybe in the late game you can level up your poker hands, and then it'll be easier in the late game. So I think on average it'll be a little bit easier, but not necessarily that much easier, because of the early game will be impacted by these perishable and rental Jokers. Let's take a look. Oh, by the way, if we go, if we look at these planet cards here, if I compare Jupiter and Saturn, of course Saturn has twice as many chips. Plasma deck turns twice as many chips into twice as much Mult also. Twice as many chips, twice as much Mult. Straights are going to be worth 4 times as much as flushes. So I'm going to try to make straights happen. I think you are especially rewarded for straights on the Plasma deck, and that's completely ignoring the buff to the Mult number, only caring about the chips number before. It's really just the -1 hand size difference. And then also the booster packs giving us our celestial packs unlocked now. All right, In the first round here, normally 300 points, now 600 points if we're playing on the plasma deck, you know, times 2 to all the blind sizes. And so I, you know, would normally go for a full house. You don't actually need a full house. All you need is, if I get 50 chips, that becomes 50, or 25 times 25 is more than 600. So as long as this is more than 50, then that'll give me my 600 points. Same thing with the next round here. In order to hit 900, all you need is 60, becomes 30 times 30. All right, neither of these are sources of chips, so I'm gonna try the buffoon pack. We can pick up a perishable banner. I mean, that's good enough for now. And so as a source of plus 60 chips, this wins on its own, right? I said 60 becomes 30 times 30 if I just play an ace. And then that's also enough to beat the boss. So this is gonna carry us for a little while, but we do need to find, you know, some other kind of improvements here. You know, bonus cards as a source of chips could be good. Having an extra hand could also be worthwhile. I'm going to take the extra hand because extra hand is also extra money. And then later on, if I need help finding my cards. All right, let's play, I guess I'll play a pair of queens. Yeah, I can use the extra hand later to maybe make it easier for me to find my straights. All right, here, let's go. Emperor is almost always worth it. Pick up Temperance for $2. I guess we're gonna hold on to the Temperance. I do need to replace the banner. The question is, do I want this buffoon pack now? Or do I wanna save my money for interest? I think because I have the Temperance, I'm gonna open the buffoon pack. Okay, holographic, but also eternal superposition. I don't love here. Also, Jolly Joker as a rental. Like this sucks. Objectively, this sucks. We'll pick up Jolly Joker. I could use Temperance for $3. I'm gonna sell the Jolly Joker. I don't need the glass cards, so I'm gonna sell the Justice as well. And I probably don't need Death this early, but I can hold on to it. All right, and then go next. So if I just play any card, that's gonna give me, you know, like 1400 or something like that. If I play 2 pair, is that gonna be worth slightly more? Cool, next round I need 3000. So I am potentially gonna need more than just this. Wily Joker is not great. Playing 3 of a kind is not easy. Let's try maybe the Celestial pack as a source of chips. Basically, if I hit the Saturn card, we're fine. If we don't hit the Saturn card, we're very sad. So I think I'm gonna save my money. All right, 3000 here. I'm just gonna play 2 hands. That's it. You know, let's make it simple. All right, we can play 3 of a kind aces. That should be plenty. All right, one more round on the banner, so at least it's gonna stick around long enough for us to beat the boss. All right, I could level up flushes here, or, you know, I have these Celestial packs, I have more chances to get Saturn cards. I think I'm gonna pass on this, saving my money for more Jokers. So let's go next. All right, this boss here, we have to play 3 hands. So we'll play the 2 pair here. Actually, that was a pretty good 2 pair, to be honest. So now just a regular pair will work. And then the banner's gone. All right, I'm gonna sell the banner. Swashbuckler, no. Maybe we could make a stone card and use Death to copy it as a source of chips. I do need something else. So maybe re-roll here. I mean, rebate is good, but fine, I'll take the rebate. Runner. as a source of chips, yes. Juggler as a way to make straights more easily, also probably yes. Also, you know, I have a chance to get more money from my rebate if we do it that way. All right, we could skip for $8 here. I think we got to play it out. I think runner can work. It's not going to be easy, but it can work. All right, I think what I want to do here, I have the ace. I'm going to go for the middle straight probably. So let's turn the queen into stone. I'm considering whether or not I want to make an extra jack for the rebate money. Maybe. If I do, what does that look like? Probably get rid of this too to make the extra jack. And then we go for the middle straight. Discard the jacks. All right, so 10, 9, 7, 6, 5. That's missing an 8. Discard, or should we play it? I think what I'll do is turn the 3. I'm gonna play this one. That way I can discard another jack for more money. All right, if I play a straight here, the straight probably doesn't win, and then I can discard the jack after. Nice. Well, if I discard the jack, then I don't have another straight. So is it worth $5 to discard the jack? Probably I should just play it. And then that way I can level up my runner. Okay. We're getting there. Something is developing. We're not quite there yet, but something is developing. I think now that I don't have my banner, I think I do have a little bit more pressure to get, you know, these planet cards. So I'm going to start digging for Saturn. All right, that was incredibly lucky picking up Saturn there, but I accept. I accept a little bit of luck there. Jumbo makes it a little bit easier to find another one. All right, now we should be on a good pace now. Should be. So now we have a straight that we can play. This might even be worth 9,000 points now that I leveled it up. If that's the case, let's discard looking for kings. All right, we didn't get the kings, so we don't get any rebate money. Ah, we can play another straight. So discard looking for a 6. We have plenty of 6s. 10, 9, 8, 7. Not quite yet. If I play this pair, I do get chips from the runner, and I think the runner is going to be too many chips. Ooh, we made it. We survived. And by survived, I mean we were able to get the upgrade. Okay. Now we're cooking. We can use a Fool to get another Saturn card. That's huge. That's exactly what you want. I think we don't spend any money here so that we can afford the Celestial Packs in the future. I think we want to try, let's see here, discard 8s. Okay, I could discard 8s as long as we find either an ace or a 6. Shouldn't be that hard. I'm going to play the, let's see here, I've got 4 jacks left. I'm going to play the low straight and then try to draw the jack. Okay, still looking for that jack. So now any hand wins. So I guess I'll play the 2 pair and that'll be it. Runner is really nice because you play straights to level it up, but after it's leveled up, you can play any hand and still get the bonus chips. Egg as a perishable. Seed money. Oh, we got a ton of money now, right? Because of the buffed rebate here. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna go for here, we'll pick up Earth, we'll pick up the egg. I'm gonna wait on the seed money, probably. Go next. Skip for 16 bucks. No, I want to play it out. I want to keep leveling up my runner. Discard 7s. So does that mean we go for the high straights? If we're trying to discard 7s? Okay. So let's do this. I'm going to play these, looking for a jack. And then hold my discards for the rebate. 10, 9, 8, 7. I can discard a 7. Still looking for a jack though. There's the jack. King, queen. Almost a straight flush. Nice. Yeah, so in the next round here, you know, as long as we get a straight, that'll be fine. Blue joker. Probably is good enough. It's eternal, but probably it's good enough. I mean, the rest of my other jokers are expiring anyway. It's not going to be hugely impactful, but it'll probably be good enough. You know, after we use our extra discards and extra hands, it'll be reduced down to maybe, you know, 50 chips or 60 chips or something like that. Once we start leveling up our straights with more Saturn cards, it'll become less impactful. Let's try, I do want the seed money. And in that case, maybe, do I want this buffoon pack? Let's try it. Alright, so we could pick up Wily Joker as a source of chips. We could pick up the 4 Fienders, making it easier for us to get straights. Or do we want the extra hand size, making it easier for us to get straights and get rebate money? I think I want the 4 Fienders. I think that's going to help me more. I think I don't want the blue joker. Alright, we can play now. We can play like 3 straights if we got the 4 Fienders. So, you know, we can play this straight here. And actually I have 2 straights. I'm going to go ahead and throw away the ace. Alright, so 1 straight is enough points. So let's discard, looking for the king. Alright, we get the rebate money for the last time. Alright, after collecting the rebate money, we can sell the rebate. Alright, juggler's also going out of style, so we'll sell the juggler. You know, that way we get more money for our seed money. 7, 6, 5, 4, that's a straight. We can add a 3 if we want. Now with the 4 Fienders, we could play straight flushes, but I guess it's perishable, so maybe we won't invest too much in that. Aha! We get the gelato here. 3 more rounds on the egg, we pick up a Saturn card. Okay. Fool for another Saturn card. Perfect. Alright, this is basically it. Cards previously played debuffed, not a problem. All we gotta do is find a straight. I guess it's not, you know, necessarily automatic that we get a straight. 9, 8, 7, 6, or 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna play the low cards. If I throw away the 9, I don't have that many more 9s left in the deck. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, now that we have the gelato, now that we have the upgraded straights here, we should have enough for the next round as well. Next round is 44,000. We have the telescope. Aha. We don't have to buy it now. We can buy the Arcana pack first. Fool for another Saturn card. Alright, don't threaten me with a good time. Let's go next. 2 more rounds on the ego. Let's look for a queen, maybe? All right, we did, by the way, we do have an extra jack in the deck. All right, this straight should be enough. Nice. The next round I think is 2 straights. All right, we could take the telescope. We can get the celestial pack for Saturn. Now, do we want oops for these lucky cards that we don't have, but maybe we could get lucky cards in the future? I think we just go next. Boss says no discards. That's probably doable, probably. All right, if I want to go for a straight, I think I'm gonna throw away this 8 and look for the 10. Queen, Jack. I could play the 9. Sure. All right, egg is disabled, but we could still sell it for the 17 bucks. Actually, maybe we hold on to it. Let's see here. Maybe it still works with temperance. All right, here, I think I just want the wheel. So it has a 1 in 8 chance of giving me foil. That's okay. All right, full copying wheel is not the best. I could get money or death. You know, what's going to be the thing that helps me make straights? You know, maybe making an extra king or an extra 9. Maybe. Yeah, let's do that. How about an extra 9? And let's go next. All right, no discards, you say. How about if I throw these away? I'm looking for, maybe I'll throw these away, looking for a 6 or a 9. I guess if we don't hit, we still get plenty of chips from the runner and the gelato on its own. Actually, that's not true. That wouldn't be enough. We need the leveled up straights in order to win this. That's a straight flush. Whoops. Let's just play a regular straight. We do need another straight, but it's going to be okay. Right, so we're kind of reaching the limitations of, you know, just chips here. Because in the next round we are going to need 100,000. Except we do have the telescope for the Saturn cards here. Cool. 4 Fienders is disabled. I'm going to get rid of it in case, you know, another one shows up in the shop. We don't need Michelle. Take the voucher and Arcana. Looking for a Fool. If we don't get the Fool, we can take Priestess for more Saturn cards. Yeah, I'll go. I will level up the straight flushes because they can catch up. They could catch up to straights, maybe. Let's go next. Saving our money for the, we have the seed money voucher. All right, next. So now I have to play a legitimate straight. I can't rely on the 4 Fienders. So I'm gonna go for the high straight, high-ish straight. What do we got? Just missing a 10. Basically, you know, as close as you can get without having the 10. Actually, I'm going to go for the 10 or the 5. I'm going to go for the medium straight. If we miss, we do not get that many points from the runner by itself. So a little bit spooky there. All right, is there something that I can do to make it easier for me to get my straights? Because if I get my straights, you know, I have the leveled up Saturn cards, leveled up straights. Standard pack, I don't think of being able to help me that much. Let's re-roll. Could pick up a blue joker here as a backup. I mean, we're not really doing anything else, so we might as well. I could sell the egg, but I'm going to keep holding on to it in case we get temperance. All right, I can go for, we have extra jacks technically. Let's do this. Let's go for an 8. All right, we do pick up the jack here, but we're still missing the 8. In that case, I'm gonna throw away the 7 as well. Cool. All right, now I need either a queen or a 7. I don't have that many 7s, so I've got 6 possible outs. But with the help of the blue joker, we do, okay, there's the queen. There's the straight. Give me 4 fienders again. So I can pretty consistently, I can play 1 straight every round. I don't know if I could play 2 straights every round. That's something that kind of concerns me right now. I'm looking for Hangman. Soul card. Maybe. Triboulet. If I wanted to... So, hear me out. If I play the high end straight, the straight that has 3 face cards in it, Jack, Queen, and King, then with Triboulet this doubles to 68, and then doubles again to 144 or 140-ish, and then doubles again to 240-ish. So this is significant. Even though it's Mult instead of chips, it is relevant. Wait, sorry, this is only kings and queens, so it doesn't even go that high. Maybe this is not very good. All right, do I want a Saturn card or do I want the Hangman? So the Hangman for consistency or the Saturn for more points? I'm gonna go with... I think I gotta go with the more points. And then for the card removal, I'm gonna remove a 2 and a 7, making it easier for me to find the higher straight. And I think we gotta spend a little bit. I don't know, if I spend, what am I going to get? What am I hoping to get? Square, a little bit too late for the square, I think. I could sell the egg here and get a little bit. No, I think I'm gonna spend. Sock and Buskin. Retrigger on the face cards. That could be relevant. Could be relevant. I'm not gonna lie. Now what I want is I want a Hierophant. Haha. Okay, because now I can go king and queen. We can make them bonus cards and they will get re-triggered. I mean, you can't, I keep saying you can't call your shots if you don't call your shots. So we just do that and then we get 500,000 points and then we win. We can pick up the money tree, level up our straights even more. Interesting. Yeah, let's try a standard pack. Red seal? Nah. Gold stone card? Nah. I'm gonna save my money. Now I've got, I've got some pretty good technology here. Let's go for that high end straight. Just like that. As long as we hit the king and the queen with the straight, then none of this other stuff matters. Okie dokie. Sounds good to me. All right, let's pick up the to-do list. Wants me to play a straight. I suppose I'd be willing to give that a try. We don't need the gelato anymore. It's melting anyway. Let's try the standard pack. We could get an extra 10 to help us make our straight. I think we're going to pass on that. All right, so king and queen here, just looking for a jack. Sorry, I was supposed to keep the 10. Uh-oh, now getting another 10 is going to be challenging. Or maybe it's not going to be challenging. Maybe I'm just that lucky. What a delightful thumbnail this is going to be. Scary face with sock mabuskin. Sure, I guess with Triboulet now, maybe this doesn't matter as much. Oh well, we'll do it anyway. Buy the buffoon pack. I guess there isn't really anything in the buffoon pack that I'm looking for. I could replace the scary face with the business card. Yeah. What it comes down to now is if we hit the straight, we win. If we don't hit the straight, we crash miserably. So let's do it. All right, 700,000. Let's look for the 10. That's it. There's the 10. Never punished. So you know, about even on chips and Mult there, so the plasma deck ability doesn't actually help us out that much. Aha, Senor Huesos. All right, Senor Huesos. That's okay. Boss here, 700,000. If we don't get the thing, I think we don't need this. I think, like I said, if we get the straight, as long as we get the straight, we win. So we don't need Senor Huesos to save us. We already got the gold sticker anyway. Yeah, let's... Death to make an extra king? Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright. What about here? What about... Okay, we could get another death card. We could... That's it. Let's get another death card. And I think I will go for the overstock here. Polychrome hallucination. Beautiful. All right, do we need the sticker on hallucination? Do we need the sticker on the queen? What's the status here? Because now we have a little bit of room to play around. We could pick up the hallucination sticker. We could pick up, where's the queen at? The queen is over here, sticker. Do I need the scary face? In order to score enough points, do I need it? Scary face, I believe do I have the sticker on the scary face? I do. Yeah, let's pick up the hallucination. Also, polychrome, X Mult, technically. All right, with the death card, what am I trying to copy here? Probably another queen, since I have kings already. All right, I need to find a 10 here in order to complete the straight. Maybe I can throw away 1 9. Yeah. All right, we got the 10 here. Now either a 9 or an ace. So we've got 8 outs, and that's why you throw away the 9. Let's try again. 8 possible outs. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and make an extra queen. Even though it's not a fancy queen, it's still a queen. I myself, not an especially fancy queen. Beautiful. It is going to be challenging to get the straight on this particular boss, is kind of rude. Banner as a foil? I mean, that does help. All right, we can pick up the money here. Hermit. Arcana pack. Probably card removal, probably Hangman here. We could go bonus queens. I'm gonna go bonus queens first, and then I'm gonna go card removal here. No tarot cards from hallucination, that's okay. We have money, so let's spread it out. We could make some glass face cards as like an extra source of Mult. Maybe our Mult surpassing our chips. Pick up Chariot too, for the same reason. Moon doesn't really do the thing. Do I want driver's license? Wait, driver's license doesn't even work? All right, Saturn here, perfect. I know I have the voucher, I know I have the you know, money tree here, but we only have 2 shops left, so we gotta spend our money anyway. Could pick up 6 cents instead of hallucination. I think I'm gonna keep the hallucination. All right, go next. So I've got a king here. I think what I want to do is I want to make a glass jack because the kings and queens are already bonus cards. So I think I want a glass jack. So there's my straight. Let's see if I can find a jack. Okay, if not, I guess I could turn it into glass right now. Nah. I don't want to run the risk of it breaking. You know, since I have the money, I'm just going to dig for another jack. Right? Like we have the money, might as well dig. There we go. So we can go a glass jack. We can also go a steel jack. And then ship it. World, nope. What about standard packs? All right, extra 9s, I'm gonna pass on. Spin the wheel for foil, okay. Mega standard here. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on those as well. We only have 48 cards on the deck, which helps. Pick up a steel card, maybe. Hierophant, maybe. Neptune, probably not. Empress, yeah, probably not. Okay. All right, how do I get a straight? I just need to draw a king here, or I guess an 8, but really just a king. Okay, so we did get the king, which means we can go, you know, this is forced to be selected here, so I can go king and 10 as these bonus cards. I don't get to use the steel card, but I think that's fine. Here's the straight. So still a little bit more chips than we have Mult. So, you know, let's say we didn't have Triboulet there. If we had 1,000 chips, 1,000 chips would be 500 times 500 is, you know, how much? That's 250,000. So, you know, we could still win with 3 straights. That doesn't sound very reasonable to me. Yeah, maybe there we could potentially with the glass card re-triggering off of Sock and Buskin there. I don't know, you know, it seems like, you know, it's still difficult to get this 700,000 here, even with all of this technology, even with Triboulet with the re-triggers off Sock and Buskin. Still, we did clear it in one hand, but still tough. So I think, you know, for me personally, I think Plasma deck, Gold Stake, still tough. Maybe you have a better way of doing it. All right, take care of everyone.